this is day 4 of the detox challenge, and today's theme is all about the fear of not loving ourselves enough. So often in life we think that we need to sort of get love and approval and things like this from other people before we can feel good about ourselves. And the truth is we have to fill up our own cup first, and once that cup's all lovely and overflowing, then we have more to share with others and to also then receive back the feedback that we actually want to be receiving. So today's yoga class is short again. We've only got about 5 or 6 moves, and we're really looking at the different attitudes we hold about ourselves and becoming a little bit more aware of those today. So I hope you enjoy it, and we're going to start off just by grounding down to begin the class. So you can sit cross-legged like me. It's always good to cross your legs over to the pattern that isn't your most natural one, just to use your muscles differently. If you want to, you can sit with your legs stretched out on your knees. It doesn't matter as long as you're on the ground. And all we're going to do is close the eyes for a moment, hands nice and open on top of the knees, sit tall, just get comfortable with the sit bones and make sure that they are both touching the ground. Straight spine, close the eyes now and take a deep breath in through the nose. Inhale and exhale, relaxing. Inhale once more and exhale, relaxing a little deeper. And again, inhale deeply and exhale, fully relaxing. Come back to your normal breathing with the eyes still closed, gently breathing in and out. As we get ready for this class, we're going to set a positive mental attitude, and we're going to set the intention that I believe I am enough. Say this to yourself, just quietly internally. I believe I am enough. In today's practice, I'm going to hold this feeling, this sensation, this belief, this thought throughout all that we do. I'll be open to everything that's beneficial and good to me. Deep breath in now through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. You can open the eyes now as we come into the first posture, which is cat and cow. So for this, we're going to come onto all fours, and you want to place your knees around hip distance apart, have your hands about shoulder distance apart. You want to make sure that your shoulders are directly over your wrists, so you're not leaning forwards, putting too much pressure in the wrists, or leaning backwards with too much pressure in the knees. You want to be nice and centered, and then you're going to turn your head to look forwards once you've watched the move. And all we're going to do is cat and cow. So cat and cow is where we inhale, dipping the spine, pushing the shoulder blades together and looking up towards the sky. And then as we exhale, we curve the back up, trying to spread the shoulder blades as wide as they can possibly go. Inhale and lift, arching the back, dipping. Exhale and curve. Inhale and lift. Exhale and curve. Continue at your own pace for 3 more of these. Question: do you seek external respect, attention, approval, appreciation? that, we'll come to a resting back position. And we're going to move into melting heart pose next. So melting heart, all we're going to do is walk the hands out in front of us, keeping the bottom directly above the knees in a nice right angle until our forehead touches the floor. Try to bring your breathing pattern to be the longest in-breath and the longest out-breath that you can do as we hold in this position. The weight of the body should be in the arms rather than on the forehead and the neck. And as you remain here, breathe gently. When you don't love yourself enough, you seek care and acknowledgement outside of yourself. Ponder this thought as you hold a little longer. Remember to breathe. And that will do. Gently walk the hands back in until you are on all fours once more. And next we're going to move into downward dog and then into cobra. So as we do this, we are thinking about whether we judge ourselves. Do we judge others for not being perfect enough? So all we're going to do is tuck those toes under and push the bottom into the air into a lovely downward dog. Hopefully you won't be flashing like me. And from here, we walk the hands out very slightly and come into our cobra posture. So for this, you look forwards with the head up towards the sky. Make sure that your hands are wider than your hips. They should be shoulder distance apart. All your fingers should be facing forwards. Legs don't need to be together, they can be gently apart, just where it feels comfortable, but not wider than the mat. Okay? Push up through those shoulders. I don't want to see sinking shoulders like this. Really stretch up. You can close the eyes for a moment and just breathe in and out gently at your own natural rhythm. Do you judge others for being imperfect? When we judge others for being imperfect, this is how we actually judge ourselves, and it stops us from filling up our own cup. Keep pushing up through those shoulders. I know it's getting tough. It's okay. And that will do. Just push back now and come to sit on the knees. And I'm just going to turn to face you so it's a little easier to demonstrate this one. So next up we're going to do cow face, and it's called this because people tend to stick their tongues out as they try to do this move. So if it's a little too much for you to sit on your knees, you can put your legs straight out in front of you. Don't have them crossed though, because it's not, it feels a bit unbalanced to sit in that kind of pose, I find. Okay, so cow face is where we lift an arm, and we're going to start with our left arm today. We lift an arm up above us, and then we bend it down. I'll just turn around so that you can see me from behind. We bend like this, and with our other hand, the right hand, we try to take it up and bring the fingers to touch. If you can bring the hands to actually grip, this is even better. But just notice where you're at with it. As you do it, there can be a tendency to fold forwards. Try to really sit up straight through the spine. Close the eyes for a moment. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Keep this pattern of breathing. Notice any sensations at the centre of the chest. And that will do. Release the hands very softly and bring them, have a little shake if you need to, get that blood flowing again. Okay, and then we're going to do the other side of the body. So this time we take the right hand up, bend it down. We take the left hand to join behind the back. You may be a bit like me where one side of the body feels easier than the other. Okay, again, close the eyes and breathe inwards. And exhale through the mouth. Sit tall, no arching over. And try to keep this elbow close to the head vertically rather than out to the side or pulled back. It's better to have your hands apart than to be in a forced position. Do you find you don't love yourself in this position, that you get annoyed or frustrated? Or do you find you're just totally comfortable and centered in yourself? And that will do. Release the hands, have another good shake. Shake off any of those tensions. Shake the shoulders and shimmy if you want to. And just sit, hands facing inwards on top of the knees for a moment. Close the eyes. And listen to these words. In not loving yourself, a vicious cycle of neediness makes you lose your true sense of self. When we need that external verification, we do things that don't honour our true heart, our true authenticity. And that will do. Open the eyes and stretch the legs out straight in front of you now. So we're going to come to our half Lord of the Fish that we have done already in one of these detox sessions. So we start by engaging the foot, both feet in fact to begin with, and sitting nice and tall. You can place your hands at the side if you want to steady yourself a little bit for this. And we're going to begin by bending up our left leg and then lifting it over the right leg, which is straight with the foot engaged. We continue to sit tall. Inhale, lifting the hands above the head. And as we exhale, we twist to the left, taking the left hand down behind us, and the right hand goes behind the left knee. With the head, we turn it to the left until it reaches the full extent, and then close the eyes. Inhale gently with your normal breathing pattern. Try to sit tall and really twist as deeply as you can in the spine. This is releasing lots of toxins that build up in the tissue, the spine, the bones, the joints, the fluids. Notice any sensations in the throat. And that will do. Turn the head, release the hands, and shake out the legs. Last one now, so left leg stays straight for this one. Right leg we bend up, place it over the left. Remember to keep that toe, that foot engaged on the left foot. Inhale, stretching upwards. Exhale, twisting to the right, taking the right hand down behind us, the left hand behind the right knee, and then we look over our right shoulder and breathe. Just gently in and out at your own pace. Close the eyes if you feel comfortable to. And notice any sensations in the area of the throat. And that will do. Release the head, release the arms, and shake out those legs. Just sit with the legs outstretched for a moment. You can place the hands on the thighs or at the sides, wherever is most comfortable. Look forwards and just close the eyes for a moment. Breathe in for the longest breath that you can through the nose. A count of 8 is ideal. And exhale. Continue to breathe in this way. When happiness comes from you, liking yourself just as you are, you become independent. In other words, you become inner dependent. So allow yourself in this moment to feel worthy of love from yourself right now. Find one thing that you love about yourself. Physical, mental, spiritual, related to people. It can be absolutely anything. Just one thing that you love about yourself. And just notice the sensations in the heart and the body as you think this positive thought of love about yourself. And that will do. So thank you all for joining today's session. I hope you enjoyed it, and lots of love.